Galactic Consciousness, A New Frequency for Hue-Mans, February 8, 2015. By Luminance River. I was more deeply introduced to the dream spell calendar on the winter solstice. I had previously dismissed this way of seeing and had been a follower of the Mayan Tzolkin, the long count for several of years, on and off. I see it as an incredible filter in which to see the human experience. And others can exist side by side with the Tzolkin. The universe loves many perspectives of experience and ways of seeing. The dream spell captured my heart and imagination and I allowed it in, and am reaping the gifts that it offers. The dream spell, created by Arguelles, takes us into knowing ourselves as galactic beings. An intention is to connect us to the spiritual energy of the Hue-Mans, which is the great central sun of the Milky Way galaxy. I see Hue-Mans as emanating source energy of creation. In connecting to Hue-Mans, we come to know ourselves as many galaxies of light. We expand and see ourselves as beyond human form and confines of defining ourselves as only in our bodies. We also can come to greet ourselves as energy instead of matter. Of course, all matter is energy distilled into form and our bodies and all that is matter is mostly made of space, like way over 99.9%. A meditation between myself and another friend allowed us to experience our galactic selves. We felt this golden energy coming through our crowns to the earth. Our physical heart turned to gold, and then it became light and then felt like a sun. Each of us are suns, within our hearts. We are smaller versions of galaxies spinning and interacting and dancing with one another. Then I could see the Milky Way swirl above our head, and we were the center of this, the great central sun. It felt very expansive and inclusive of everything. Boundaries of body and skin disappeared to a very expansive feeling. Within our meditation, we felt a golden love energy flowing through to Mother Earth, which could be called love now. This process is how grid working, being a bridge between heaven and earth, takes place in my experience, anyway. It goes infinitely inward inside the body, making blue and white diamond fractals, and also infinitely outside the body, crystallizing. It is a vibratory and kinesthetic multidimensional experience. I also see it connecting to loved ones in a figure-8 infinity loop that cycles out to them coming back. There is a knowing that we are galaxies, and there is the experience of becoming one in shared meditation and imagination. The sun is broadcasting codes from the great central sun that uploads a new operating system when we connect. Everyone can access their galactic consciousness should they wish. I love tapping into this with others. Where does this take us to know we are galactic beings? It takes us to a feeling of being a creator of anything. It takes us to eternalness, to a feeling of being here when the planets and galaxies were formed and dancing with them. I could feel, in the infinite microcosm of the self within my skin, that every cell and atom had become a swirling Milky Way type galaxy. It gave me a sensation of being light of the stars, and also of swirling dancing of every cell. That totally changes the experience of being human in a physical body, and the idea of being only this solid person in a flesh suit to something more. It is not that the human goes away, but it has a new experience of reality added to it. As a galactic being with galaxies within every cell, everyone is a galactic being and we are all dancing galaxies and co-creating together. That is what it felt like. With galactic consciousness, we step into eternalness and beyond time. We know we always were and always have been. The dream spell calendar playfully guides us to this understanding about time, which is profound. In a higher dimensional experience, time is art. We are continually creating for the joy of it and living our bliss. It is a new frequency that is being introduced, called the 1320 frequency. 1320 refers to 13 moons with 20-day cycles. Each day has a different unique energy signature, and each person has one of these 260 energy signatures, called kin in the cycle. I could say the frequency of 1320 is being reintroduced as indigenous cultures followed moon cycle time traditionally, and it has been forgotten. This is compared to the Gregorian calendar, which is artificial, not based on the natural cycles, and is related to the distortion which turned humanity into experiencing time as money instead of time as art. Time as money refers to the work week, and to holidays as times to buy things for. It meant that it has taken humans as human resources for making money, for ourselves and others, bosses and corporations. Humans truly are resources of infinite creativity and creation, so the galactic consciousness, the 1320 frequency take us back to a different way of life that has been forgotten, yet for modern times. Jose Arguelles initiated the harmonic convergence event of 1987, and brought us the dream spell calendar. He explains that the Mayans were intergalactic navigators who came to this planet to correct our notion of time. I sense, from my own inner visions, that many light workers are here as intergalactic navigators to do just this, to bring this new frequency to Earth, an experience of timelessness, with synchronicity being experienced often. Creating from the heart occurs in the new frequency, and there is a magic that comes from being in flow to destiny of who we are supposed to meet, what we are to do, and where we are to go at any given moment, not to say we leave it to fate, but become more fluid with time and are more present in every moment. The dream spell calendar is one of many tools to discover and point us to higher consciousness beyond the third dimension through experiencing it. Meditation, visualization, play, laughter and imagination take us there. There are so many ways, and let us discover them, discover our galactic selves, and this way of experiencing timelessness and synchronicity. This is where, in every now moment, being in the perfect place and perfect time intersect. Shivrael Luminance River, references, lawoftime.org, and astrodreamadvisor.com, Mayan pages HTML, to look up your dream spell sign, on abundance, service, and bliss coming together, February 7, 2015, by Luminance River. As we go through a paradigm shift, I and others envision a new Earth, as to what higher dimensional living might be like. In fact, we carry the seeds of this vision in each of our hearts, as our gift to bring forward and co-create heaven on earth. I see heaven as a state of being embodied by the experience of living our bliss. I am seeing a world in which there is sharing of resources, there is a sharing of our work with others. As there is an increased and expanded consciousness, it is safe to share with all. Lack and scarcity consciousness have evaporated and been replaced by abundance and sharing consciousness. Just as animals and plants receive what they need, we too receive what we need to live and thrive. The feeling on the new earth in my vision is playful, and people have become more like children in their lightness of being, yet everyone is connected to the universal mind and is wise with being able to download pure information that benefit themselves with everyone, including all life and the planet. Intuitive knowing dances and is expressed with logical knowing. All remember their soul's knowing and purpose and treat one another as equals. As age and status of anything no longer matter, we are souls in bodies having a human experience. Words from the heart are expressed, and telepathy is becoming more normal so that speech is not even needed sometimes. Meanwhile, synchronicities abound in people's lives. There is a flow through the experience of time, and less rigidity about it. Everyone is serving one another, and serving one another from what they love to experience and whom they love to be. Everyone is serving one another by being themselves and following their bliss. In the current phase of the paradigm shift, I see myself and other light workers wanting to serve and live their divine purpose, yet I think we have been taking it too seriously. Higher dimensional living is in flow, it is in following our greatest excitement, and it is living in bliss. It creates harmony within and with one another, through experiences and through creating and co-creating. The kind of creating is often simple and expressed through play like children. From this play comes bliss, and from this exploration with the self and with one another, comes our greatest expressions of creativity. That which is created in bliss is the highest frequency and the highest offering to another, a gift indeed. Imagine a dinner made and shared with love and joy, and how good that feels. This is the new earth paradigm of service. I like this quote and wish to add to it, a vision for service. We see a world where everyone is in service to everyone else, where we have rediscovered the connection between us, and where we have realized, to the depth and core of our beings, that when we serve others we are really serving ourselves, intenders of the highest good. Sacred reciprocity. What if there is the idea of sacred reciprocity, called Ni, in the Andes of Peru, were widespread? Ni is translated as reciprocity and means the interchange of loving kindness, knowledge, and the fruits of one's labor between individuals, between humans and the environment, and between humans and nature spirits. Ni sustains and supports all of life. Ni also implies respect for life. This is shown through acts of reciprocity. When we return the good that comes to us and show respect without judging the giver or what is received, it becomes benevolence in its highest form. From the Andean Codex on the meaning of Ni: what if we could do what we love all the time? What if we were always taken care of as we take care of one another? What if now, as we do our divine missions on earth, we found that we can do what we love with who we want to or ourselves, and it serves another? What if we lighten up on the idea of our divine purpose and bring more love and joy and following our bliss into what we do? New timeline. I see, feel and experience it all coming together. As of the winter solstice on December 21st, a new timeline of abundance and following your bliss is possible. It is an abundance of love and of joy. The abundance timeline offers up solutions for our material needs. It is abundance in the right circumstances that lead us to destiny and magnetize the greatest experiences. It is for the highest good, of ourselves as others. It is so we may be our fullest and highest potential selves. It is so we may serve and we may receive, and that flow, ease and effortlessness in this arise more and more. It feels like now moments are potent and timeless. There is a flow in that time doesn't seem as fixed but more mutable. With the abundance timeline, we imagine abundance for all beings, not just ourselves. You who are working hard in service are honored with deep gratitude. In pointing out these things, the idea is to let you know you are supported and you do not have to do this alone. You can give up struggling. More ease in fulfillment of your divine purpose is possible and invited by the universe. Fifth dimensional living includes fun, play, and joy in all that we do. It can mean we follow instincts about what we want to do instead of what we are supposed to do on our to-do lists. We may not know where it is going, yet doing what makes our heart sing raises our frequency and the frequency of the planet. I have a knowing that doing what we love most will benefit others as well. Fifth dimensional living may include hard work too, but there is ease to it with support from the universe. The higher frequency that we continually experience coming in brings the possibility to step onto the abundance timeline, which intersects with bliss and service to others, including the self. We embody self-love so that we feel free enough to follow our highest joys. We support one another in doing so, as well. Our inner children are invited to come out and play and rock this paradigm with giggly laughter. Laughter is so healing of our emotions, in such a high frequency. Thank you for being yourself, and please accept the invitation offered here. See you on the playground. Shivrael, Sean and Luminance River. Websites, akashicintuitive.com, and diamondlightnetworks.com.